It seems that a hard pill to swallow for some men is when I say your life is essentially a reflection of how you spend and invest your time. So, one of the few common things that I hear from men when I initially talk with them, if they're interested in working with me, being coached by me, and I'm just going to give you this for free. But when I talk with them, one of the things that I always go and look at, and you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you know that this is something I do. I always go and have them show me their calendar, right? Show me your calendar, show me what you're doing, when are you doing it? And if there's any resistance or pushback to that, the most common version of pushback to that is, I'm going to pay you this much money for basic stuff like time management, my scheduling. I need insights. I need strategies. That's all good. Yes. And I give the insights and the strategies that I believe are the most relevant and conducive to my client getting to the outcome that they want. I might have 100 different strategies somebody could use, but they only need 3 of them to get to where they want to go. Does that make sense? That's part of my job as a coach, is to give you the right tools at the right time, specifically to help you to get to your outcome. However, one thing that is absolutely universal across the board and applicable to all men in all walks of life, regardless of the strategy, is how you spend your time. Here's why. Again, I'll say it again. Our lives as men is in large part a direct reflection of how we invest our time. For example, if you put time into staying focused on your business and challenging yourself and growing it, your bank account's probably going to reflect that, right? Your business will probably reflect that. If you put time into consistently building relationships, being valuable and helpful to other people, networking, creating value, bringing people together, putting on events, right? You're probably going to have a really strong, robust social circle, human network, etc. Okay? If you spend your time in the gym, kicking your own ass, working out, staying consistent, challenging yourself to be disciplined in how you eat, you're probably going to then have a solid physique, at least not be fat and fluffy, be strong, and so forth. You get what I'm saying? If, on the other hand, you spend your time, right? This is basic stuff. I get it, but think about it. Really think about it. Because so many guys, and I've said this in other videos before, so many guys come to me and they think they need something esoteric and advanced, but they're still on the basics. And what I'm asking you today is to be honest with yourself. You can lie to others, but don't lie to yourself at least. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can and should. I'm just saying if you're going to lie to others, at the very least, don't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Are you still stuck on the basics, right? If you're spending your time watching a ton of TV shows all the time, your life's going to reflect that. You're not going to have progress in as much as you want, maybe in your business, your relationships, your social network, your income, your money, right? Your body, but you might be super culturally clued in and dialed in. You'll be able to get every single TV reference, show reference, cultural reference. Maybe that's what you want. If that's what you want, you'll succeed at it. Are you with me? If you spend your time just being distracted and doom scrolling and being on social media and flitting from one thing to another, looking for one dopamine, hit or to the next, your life's going to reflect that. So many of us fail to grasp and really understand that our time is genuinely and truly the most valuable currency we have. You've probably heard this said before, but really think about it. You can never get your time back. And here's something that I brought up with somebody a couple of weeks ago. And I asked him this question. I said, okay, based upon how you're spending your time right now, imagine you're 20 years older and the window has closed on many opportunities that you have right now is still available to you. When you look back and imagine every hour of your life was a unit of currency. Look back in 20 years. When you're going to look back in 20 years, how are you going to feel about the things that you gave your time to? Are you going to look back in 20 years and say, I'm proud of how I did it? The things that I paid my time into, that I invested my time into, were worthy of me and my identity and my potential and my greatness. In 20 years, if you're filled with bitterness, with a long trail behind you of half-started dreams and half-started projects and just pain and endless dreaming and fantasizing, but no results. And also behind you is a trail of you spending a ton of time just wasting your time, watching porn, scrolling on social media, constantly engaging and consuming in content, but not actually creating anything yourself, engaging in escape-based behavior. Are you going to look back in 20 years and say, yeah, it was worth putting my time in all that? I mean, I have a broken life, all right? I failed marriage. My kids don't respect me. I've got my belly hanging over my pants, my jeans so bad that I can't even see my own dick, right? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But hey, I did what I wanted to do. I mean, no, you didn't. Nobody's going to ever say that. But if you're honest with yourself, are you going to be happy with where you put your time when you look back on where you're putting your time 20 years from now? If you can begin to understand that your time is as valuable and as precious as the rarest rubies and diamonds and precious stones on earth, and it's more valuable than that, you would be so mindful and thoughtful with where you put that. Do you get what I'm saying, man? I want you to ask yourself this question as we wrap up this video. I'll give you something to think about. In previous videos, I've talked about a power question that you can ask yourself is, the thing that I'm about to do, will I respect myself more or less after I do it? And this is something that's really helped me a lot in my life, is dialing in and figuring out really pointed, specific, focused questions that I can ask over and over and over again throughout my day and my life. And they can help me to really, auto-correct, auto-optimize consistently and constantly throughout my life and throughout my day. And another such question that I'll share with you that you can use for yourself and that I share with all my clients is, 1 year from now, will 1 year older me thank me or hate me for the habits that I'm engaging in right now? There's a few different ways to ask this, but you get the idea, right? Is what I'm about to do conducive to the best life possible for me 1 year from now, right? 1 year from now, will 1 year from now me be happy with today me? Do you get what I'm saying? Because let me ask you this. Today you, are you proud of the decisions and the actions and how you invested your time 1 year ago? Today you, are you happy with 1 year ago you? Are you? And maybe the honest answer is yes. Awesome, fantastic, keep it up. Maybe the answer is, well, in these 2, 3 areas, yes. But in these 2, 3, 4, 5 areas, no. Okay, now you know what you need to focus on. Do you get what I'm saying? The power of a good, focused, simple question asked repetitively, habitually, over and over and over again is a very great tool with a very high ROI on being able to tap into self-awareness and autocorrect and auto-optimize yourself constantly, consistently, so that you're elevating your life, so that you're progressing, right? So again, I ask in wrapping up, is today you happy with all the decisions that 1 year ago you made? Answer that for yourself. The next question to ask is, will 1 year from today me be happy with the decisions I'm making today? If not, change the decisions. Make you 1 year from now proud of you today. And 1 year from now, you're going to be really proud of you today, you, because you actually delivered on something for yourself. And the currency with which you're going to do that is how you spend your time. The decisions you make of where you're going to spend your one non-redeemable currency, time. Physical energy, redeemable. Go to sleep, eat, exercise, renewable, right? Creativity and brain energy, renewable, right? Most resources in your life, even ones that could be painful to lose, like a friend, a wife, they are renewable, right? You can get another marriage, you can get another girlfriend, you can find new friends, you can get another business, you can get another business partner, you can replace your staff, you can get new clients, right? You can get more ideas, you can read another book. Most resources in life are renewable and therefore redeemable. Time is not. Right? It's like if you start a Pomodoro work session, you put 90 minutes on your phone timer and you click go and you're watching it tick, 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 tick. We don't know when our last day is on earth, but our whole life is one big Pomodoro clock. Tick, 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 ticking away. It's passing you by. And we have this, I don't know why we as humans suck at timelines, but we just have this like illusion of, I think we're so bad at time for some reason, because there's this illusion of like, we have it forever. We don't. I'm going through some of that myself right now. You know, I'm 37 years old. I'll be 38 soon. And I think a lot about where my time has gone from like when I was 18, 19, 20. And there's a lot of things that I've done that I'm really proud of and I would never trade for anything. You know, some things that come to mind is taking the entrepreneurial path from about 19 years old, 18 years old onward. And it has been horribly difficult and painful many times. But man, I would not trade the man that I've built through that process for anything. The 2 years I spent backpacking through Central and South America and coastal California, life-changing experience, you know, wouldn't trade that for anything. There's also a lot of things I've done that I would give dang near anything to be able to go back and change. And a lot of those things are just simply how I spent my time and where I spent it. So, remember, your life is largely a reflection of how you spend your time. Be wise with it.